I think people outside of Wisconsin generally think of Wisconsin as a state. You know, they enjoy their beer, cheese, their brats. I grew up in the state of Wisconsin. I grew up on a cranberry farm, so cranberries in our family is very strong. I'm now the 5th generation farmer, stretching back to my great-great-grandfather. Wisconsin is one of the world producers in cranberries, and it actually makes up over 50% of the world's cranberries. My summers, starting probably when I was about 6, 7 years old, was spent out on the marsh. I think that's kind of where some of that hard work and the responsibility really started taking place. Cranberries grow on a sandy soil. We call it a bed. The only time there's ever water on it is during harvest time, which we flood up the bed, and at that time the berries are ripe to be picked. So we have a beater that kind of hits the vine and shakes it, and they float to the top of the surface of the water because they're buoyant, and at that time we'll corral them. And then from there we have a harvest machine that drops down in the water, its arm, and sucks up the berries, cleans it off, and puts it on those ocean spray trucks. So anytime you guys are drinking cranberry juice, there's a good chance, there's a possibility that it's coming from our marsh. Cranberries and football is definitely a big part of who I am. Football definitely runs in our family. My grandfather, Ken Biegel, he was a high school football coach and is actually in the National High School Football Hall of Fame. I remember in high school breaking down film with my dad. He was a linebacker in college and I was a linebacker in high school, and it was fun for me and it definitely gave me an advantage. My father, Rocky Biegel, played at BYU from '88 to '92 in the Ty Detmer era. So BYU runs in our blood too. It was kind of a fun process for me in high school to be recruited by Wisconsin and BYU. Obviously, I'm in Badger gear now, but it wasn't like that in high school. I was at times torn between two great universities. For me, I wanted to be able to kind of set my own path.